Hey guys, what's up? It's Zunky, and as you might be thinking, as you can see on the screen, this is not going to be a normal Isaac run. I thought for my 50th Isaac run, I'm going to be doing something a little bit special and kind of a challenge run. Now this might seem really easy when you first hear about it and some of the items I gave myself using Spider Mod here, where you can pretty much give yourself any item in the game. But there is a big twist to it. So I started out with 5 Sacred Hearts, Polyphemus, the Virus, Guardian Angel, Guppy's Head, Infestation, and Sacrificial Dagger. The only trick to this is I can't shoot tears, so I basically am going to be trying to get a chest win, killing everything in the game without using any tears at all. The reason why I have incredibly high damage is I'm pretty much going to be killing stuff with flies, and fly damage is based on your damage. So since I can't use very many flies per run because I'm only going to be generating flies using Guppy's Head and Infestation. Infestation spawns flies when I get hit. Guppy's Head I can use once per room and it spawns, I think, 2 to 5 flies. But anyway, that's the only one I'm going to be able to kill enemies, so I have to give myself very high damage so that those flies can actually kill the enemies. And unfortunately, I also got started with 5 soul hearts because I gave myself 5 sacred hearts, and they also give you a soul heart along with it. So yeah, I guess I could have taken those away or something, but let's get started. I'm not going to be using tears at all, and this is actually harder than it looks. I did do a practice run off camera, and I died on the womb. So this isn't a guaranteed win. Also, Sacrificial Dagger and the Guardian Angel are just in case I run out of flies in a room, so I can still do some damage. And also the Virus. I have the Virus too. I'm not sure if I mentioned that yet, but we'll pick that up and put it back down because I have to... Oh, another thing is I have to use Guppy's Head the entire run. I can't change out my spacebar item in any way. So I can pick up the spacebar item, I just can't use it. But anyway, I've never really done a challenge run before, so I'm kind of excited for this, to see how it goes. Yeah, I'm feeling daring. Let's pop this pill. Bad trip. That takes away, I think, only half of a soul heart, although it might be an entire soul heart. And yeah, I have the world card here, so that can reveal an entire floor to me. I won't use it right away, though, so we'll try to kill the Widow here with some flies. And yeah, I kill her in 2 flies, because these flies do a lot of damage, and we'll pick up meat as our first item, then proceed down to the next floor. Could have checked out the curse room, I guess, but you kind of want to preserve health, because especially on the later bosses, even though my flies do insane damage, I can only go into a room with up to 5 of them. So that means the later bosses, such as like Isaac, Blue Baby, and such, it's gonna be a little bit tricky to kill them because I won't have enough flies to do it. So I'm gonna have to rely on, my orbitals and the Virus and such to, deal the rest of the damage, and also Infestation. Every time I get hit, I'll spawn some flies as well. So there's my key, so I can go and check out the item room, and then I'll just head straight to the boss. And I don't know if I'll be taking any Devil Room items. Maybe. I mean, I already have pretty crazy damage, so I don't really need them. And we get Magnet for our item room. I might as well take that. That's an item I haven't seen in a long time. It's not a very good item, but I might as well take it because I don't really see any reason not to take it. It just is a way to get a few extra keys and stuff during the run if you don't have the power of flight. Anyway, let's go ahead and fight our boss here, who's going to be Pin, who should die very quickly. Yeah, exactly as I thought. He died very quickly. And we get the belt as our item. And in the Devil Room, I could take Guppy's Paw, and I could also take a Ouija board. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to be taking Guppy's Paw here. As I said, I wouldn't take like the Mark or the Pact or something like that because I just don't need it. But yeah, I'm okay with going all soul hearts this run, and that's going to make, if I manage to take the Polaroid, that's going to make that item very powerful. Or if I find like the Relic or something, a way to generate soul hearts, that's going to make it very powerful as well. And nothing much really from that chest. I'll go ahead and fight the boss right away here. And it is going to be, what's his face? Pestilence. So this means that I will be... Oh, I got a soul heart from him. That's pretty nice. And I should get a soul heart from this tinted rock down here as well. I will be... no deal with the devil, unfortunately. I was going to say if I got another deal with the devil, I probably won't take anything from it. Another soul heart, though, so we're looking pretty good soul heart-wise, and I do have to go back and try to find my item room. And I did use up all my flies there, so if Pestilence wasn't dead yet, I probably would have had to run into him to finally finish him off. So that's where the trickiness of this run comes in. Sometimes you actually have to run into enemies to finish them off, and yes, I will play this soul heart machine just to get some extra soul hearts, because we're running on soul hearts now, so the more soul hearts I can get, the better. I don't know if it's a good idea to pick up health upgrades, because I can't get Guppy's Paw again, obviously, and that would take away from Polaroid if I did pick up a health upgrade. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. pretty much only looking for the item room now. Yeah, I hit there unfortunately, but I did spawn some extra flies. I wish I had more money to play that soul heart machine with, because it would be nice to get a decent trinket and all that, but I just don't have the funds right now. But yeah, I gotta be careful to not take damage, because obviously I can only replenish damage through finding more soul hearts, at least until, if I manage to get myself a health upgrade or something. So this room is pretty easy. Rooms with lots of enemies can be bad too, especially if those enemies have a lot of health. So like a room with a whole ton of fish guys in it, for example, would not be good. I'll take the range up, even though that is utterly useless on this particular run, because I'm not firing tears at all anyway. But anyway, it's kind of nice. You can play Isaac one-handed with this particular build. Obviously, I doubt you would ever run across the good enough items in a normal run to actually do this, but this is kind of something you'd only be able to do in Spider Mod. But it is kind of cool that you can play Isaac with only one hand, so you can eat a sandwich with your other hand or something. I don't know. Gotta be careful here. Yeah, I got hit by the Eternal Fly there. Unfortunately, the blue kamikaze flies will occasionally like attempt to kill the Eternal Flies when they're in their poop state, and obviously you can't kill them in the poop state, so let's try to take this guy out with one of the orbitals without dying. B-Licker, let's go. I can't really, there we go. I can't really destroy the poops, because, I can't fire tears, unfortunately, so. Oh yeah, I forgot to use Guppy's head. Let's go. Kill these guys. Like, these guys have a ton of health, and my kamikaze flies can kill them without dying, which just goes to show how much damage these flies are really doing. Because what they can do is they do damage, and they do damage until they've used up all their damage. Like, for example, if one of these flies could do up to 20 damage, and if an enemy only had 15 HP, it would do 15 damage to that enemy, and then it would still have like 5 damage left to do, unless they run across an invincible item or enemy, such as like an Eternal Fly, for example. Then they just kill themselves. So we found a secret room there, completely free. I wasn't even trying to find it, and just a slot machine inside. I'm gonna pass on that, but I will go back to my item room and open that up and see if there's anything cool inside. Hopefully Guppy's Paw doesn't make this challenge too easy, because again, as I said before, I did try this challenge and I failed, not even getting to the Cathedral, so it's not exactly a free win doing this challenge, although Guppy's Paw probably helped out a lot just with giving me all this extra HP, and yeah, I just lost like a whole bunch of kamikaze flies on those stupid Eternal Flies. We'll replenish them, and I have 5 Eternal Flies to work with here. You can die. That was pretty easy. Let's move on. Just needing to find the boss fight at this point. Hopefully I can just stand still. And yeah, I don't even have to move on rooms like this. Obviously, I think Guppy's head is a bit of an underrated item. It's good on a normal run. You're not going to be doing this much damage with your flies on a normal run, but even without that, it's still good. So we ran across a pretty rare boss here in, can't remember what his name is actually, but whatever he's called, he's not a very common boss to find, so it's kind of funny running across him. And we move on to the Depths 1. Also, a funny thing that happened to me in the practice run when I was testing this out is I started with 3 straight XL floors. So I had Basement XL, and then I had Caves XL, and then I had Necropolis XL. I was like, alright. That would have been probably pretty cool if I could have shown that off on video, like XL floors only run. And then I don't think I had Womb XL, but if I did, that'd be pretty funny too. And the Soul Heart. I've been getting a fair amount of Soul Heart drops just from rooms. Yeah, I can't open a gold chest. I don't have a key to even open the item room, and the item room is obviously the priority here. But anyway, I've also never technically run across Sacrificial Dagger in a normal run, so I know putting it in this run will add Sacrificial Dagger to my collection, although I have unlocked it, so I guess that's kind of cheap, but I'm sure I would have run across Sacrificial Dagger eventually in a run anyway. This is a run that can be a bit this is a room that can be a bit tricky. Knights can be a bit tricky because if the kamikaze flies hit the knight's face, they will die, but they won't damage the knight. They have to hit the knight in the back of the head, just like you have to with your tears. So yeah, knights can be a little bit tricky without using tears, but they're still doable. And if worse comes to worse, you can just run into the knights and you can kill them that way with your orbitals, because your orbitals will damage them even if you run into them in the front. And ooh, that was close. And what is this gonna be? Another bad trip pill? Wow, we've only run across 2 pills the entire run, and both of them are bad trip pills. Speaking of bad trip, this room no, it wasn't too bad. Still don't have a key yet. I probably will just skip this item room, even if I do manage to get a key at like the very end, because it would be cool to like do a speed thing and see how fast we can get this entire run done as well. Oh, final key. I guess it's probably worth going back to my item room, and there's also a couple places I could check for a secret room with bombs. This being one of them, so let's see. Are you a secret room? Yeah, you are. Okay, I got it first try. 12 cents, not the most useful thing in the world. That is enough to access the shop, but I only have one key, so a decision needs to be made between the item room and the shop, and I'm going to pick item room this time. Anyway, so after this, we'll just head on to the boss. Making really good time. Again, D20, another spacebar item. Unfortunately, I have been running across a lot of spacebar items in item rooms lately. Even though some of them are good, I can't take any of them because I need Guppy's head to do this properly. Anyway, if I got another key, it would be pretty nice to open up the shop, but only 11 minutes in and I'm already about to fight the boss of Depths 1. Obviously, that's a lot faster time than you'd be able to do for a normal run, but this isn't a normal run. I also don't feel too bad about doing this on Isaac because I've gotten my chest kill with Isaac already. I've unlocked everything that you can unlock with Isaac except the no damage achievements, I guess, and I'm not going to be getting those this run because I'm bad at this game. So I find it really hard to not take damage, but unless I took no damage on the womb, but I really don't think that's going to happen. It's kind of funny because one of my first womb trips I've ever done, I almost did a damageless womb. I only took like, I don't know how much damage I took, but I took very, very little damage. I'll just say that. One of my first ever attempts at the womb, and since then I've never even been able to come close. But yeah, very, very early on in the game I was able to do a womb where I think I only took one hit the entire time. Until the mom's heart fight, and then I took a hit on the mom's heart fight as well. And I've never been able to come even close to that, even as I get better at the game. So I think I was just like crazy overpowered that run that I'm talking about here. I'll have to kill you with the orbitals. Don't get too close to him. If you're careful, you can kill stuff pretty well with the orbitals. Now we're coming into the part of the game where obviously it's getting a little bit more tricky because a lot of these enemies have higher health, so I can't kill them as easily with the kamikaze flies. Also, we're going to have a lot of these grimace heads and stuff, and the kamikaze flies will just kill themselves on the grimace heads, which is really annoying, but happens a lot. So left apparently wasn't the right way to go to the boss from here. A key would be nice as well, so I could access the item room. You're done, Chubb. And finally a tinted rock. Is that the first tinted rock of the run? Might be the second tinted rock in the run. And we get a key there. That's going to be nice for our item room. Also, if I could get an additional key, I could check out the shop as well. I don't think I've checked out a single shop so far this run, and we're already to the last one. Well, this might work. I'm a bit fast because I had a speed upgrade earlier, so you gotta be careful when walking over the spikes when you're this fast. But yeah, the key like flew away from me and then it just comes right back. Another soul heart from the beggar. What a nice guy. Has he given me 3 drops and 3 coins? This is an awesome beggar. Normally they're not this awesome to you. This guy's just going crazy with the consumable drops, but he'll probably pay out with a health up, which I don't want, or Nun's Habit, which is useless to me because I have Guppy's head, and I spawn flies when I get hit anyway because of infestation, so I guess technically it's not completely useless because I could get an extra charge for Guppy's head in a room if I got hit twice, but it's not very useful, we'll just say that. And this is an unknown pill, I'll take it. Health up. Oh, and I have half a red heart, so I want to be careful not to heal that heal that heart because I'm still at Polaroid invincibility stage. If I don't heal it, no, get away from me, get away from me. Oh yeah, health up here. I don't want that because I still want Polaroid invincibility. It's gonna be hard with Magneto to not heal, but I'll try my best. I probably will heal up eventually, but yeah, unfortunately there's not really a whole lot I can do about it. I just took a random pill and healed up, so I don't know, I could I guess take that boss challenge room. Can you attack the fly? He's right there. Go get him. I could, I guess, take that boss challenge room since I'll probably heal up anyway. Yeah, I just ran across the heart there and there wasn't a whole lot I could do about it. So I guess I'll do the boss challenge room just because, you know, I ruined Polaroid invincibility for myself already, so I might as well do the boss challenge. And this isn't going to be easy. Unfortunately, that last Guppy's head only spawned me a couple flies, so that didn't work too well. And I got a couple more from infestation here. We fight Peep as well. Yeah. I'll use the Guppy's head here. Okay, so I actually did get the Nun's Habit in a room. I'm gonna get hit a lot here. This is where the challenge of the challenge of this run starts to set in a little bit. Don't spawn your Peep stuff on the ground. Oh, and I got hit again by Peep. There we go. So all done with that, and I took like 4 hits in exchange for 1 heart. So that definitely was not worth it. I spent more health on that than I, got back in return. So, oh well. I didn't know that particular room was going to be that hard though. So take you guys out, please. Maybe this Nun's Habit thing isn't the worst in the world if I'm gonna get hit a lot. I guess during the Blue Baby and Isaac fights, it won't be that bad, since I'll be getting hit a lot during those fights. So that means I'll be able to, use Guppy's head multiple times during those fights. So that might not be the worst item in the world, I guess, now that I think about it. And I explored everything of this entire dungeon except the side which I didn't access, and I do need 1 more key before I feel good about going into the shop, because I do definitely want to explore the item room first, although I do want to explore both. Go Blastocyst, go the other Blastocyst, please, thank you. Polaroid, alright, so we get an early Polaroid. I was gonna pick that up anyway, but sure, I'll take it. A little bit early in the game, might as well, and of course all my flies will kill themselves on the mask. Let's see if we can do some maneuvering here to kill the heart without taking any damage. I managed to pull it off somehow. Only got 2 blue flies spawned out of that last Guppy's head. So that means we'll have a couple more. Yeah, we got to manage to kill him. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. 5 flies spawned out of a Guppy's head. Let's blow this up here and use the beggar. And at this point, I don't care if he drops me a health up. That's completely fine. Polaroid invincibility is already ruined. That's the problem with taking a Guppy's Paw really early on in the game. It's very, very hard to maintain Polaroid invincibility. It's not likely that you're actually going to be able to do it. So Mom's Pad, that's not useful at all. And we go into the Mom fight. Now this is the first boss fight that has like a lot of health, so we'll see how this goes. I might have to mostly kill her with my orbitals and stuff, and Poison Touch, as you can just see there. Poison Touch does a good amount of damage to her. And orbitals go to work. There we go. So I only got hit once, but I actually did most of the damage with my orbitals and Poison Touch. So Squeezy is a great drop now that it gives me 2 more health, which is awesome. And Wound 1. Yeah, I'll use the world here. Hopefully that doesn't screw me over. I finally used the world. I've been holding on to that card since floor 1, and I finally used it. And crazily enough, I never ran across another card. I did run across some extra pills and stuff, but that was the only card I ever ran across. Another Begar. If he pays out with a compass, that would be awesome. And if not, that's fine. Don't... Oh, he killed himself. Of course. I hate it when beggars do that. In real life and in this game as well. And that gave me half of a charge for the Guppy's head as well, although that's pretty useless at this point. So yeah, enemies that have higher HP now are really going to be a problem, because I only have so many flies to work with per room, of course. I wish you could take more than 5 flies along with you when you leave a room, but that's not an option. And we're nearly to the boss fight already. This should be pretty easy, unless it's Skolex, because the flies might try to kill Skolex when he's invincible, so that would not be easy. But instead, it's going to be this guy. Is he dead? Okay, I guess he's dead. He was full health, and it made like the animation of him being dead, and then he wasn't dead. I don't even know what went on there. Probably I know the game can sometimes glitch out if you kill bosses too fast. Like if you kill Satan in under 15 seconds, and I have seen this before firsthand. If you kill Satan in under 15 seconds, it doesn't count as a Satan win, and the game just freezes, and you just stand there and you can't do anything. It's really annoying, because I killed Satan in a win once. Not a legit run. I was just goofing off in ooh, this guy might be a little tricky. I was just goofing off in well, this game mode, Spider Mod once, and I managed to kill Satan very, very quickly, and it didn't count because I killed him in like 15 seconds. Double Gertie Jr. is not really too much of a problem, so I could see my health there again for a second, which is not a good sign. And regular challenge room here, I will not be taking that unless it's a health upgrade, which it is not. I guess I could go to the arcade and blow the machines up, just maybe to try to get some Eternal Hearts, but nah. I just want to find the boss room as quickly as possible, and we'll see how Mom's Heart goes without using tears. You know, it might be a little bit challenging, but I've managed to do most of this run so far without using tears. So, oh, this room is bad, because all the kamikaze flies attack the masks. Happens every time. Don't attack the mask, please. Attack the heart. There we go. So I wasted like a ton of flies in that room, but it was bound to happen. This probably won't be the path to the boss, I imagine. Yes, I will use my last key on this chest here. Might as well, really. Get a whole ton of bombs. I really just want more keys, though, because, of course, in the chest itself, the chest, not a golden chest that I run across, but the floor called the chest, there will be 4 chests that spawn, and I would like to open up all of them, but I'm going to need a few more keys to actually do that. So I'm getting to the point where I'm actually taking quite a bit of damage now. Mostly because I'm just trying to maneuver around and run around enemies, and I'm not used to doing that without firing tears at the same time, so it's a little bit awkward. I will proceed down this path, although I have a pretty... Well, I was about to say, I have a pretty strong feeling it's not going to be the boss, but never mind, I guess. Let's kill you without dying myself. There we go. Alright, time for Mom's Heart without using tears. Let's see how this goes. It might not be the smoothest Mom's Heart kill of all time. I can actually pretty much guarantee it won't be. I guess I could use bombs, because using bombs doesn't count as using tears, of course. But I probably will just get hit here a little bit and have to spawn more. Because, yeah, Mom's going to shoot at the bombs at me. She's probably going to spawn goop on the floor that will hurt me when I stand within melee distance of her. Wow, I don't know how I didn't take damage that fight, but that was pretty impressive, I must say. Well, we head down to the Cathedral. Let's see how this goes. A little bit worried, obviously. Curse of the Lost in the Cathedral, never a good thing to find. Soul Heart Machine, though, definitely a good thing to find. I did not want to see you today, Golden Chest. Hermit. That either teleports you to the boss or teleports you to a random room. I don't know which. Chariot could be really, really nice against the Isaac fight. Did that give me nothing? Okay, yeah, give me nothing. I'm not sure whether to use the Hermit and try to get the Isaac fight or take that Chariot card with me. I guess I'll pop the Hermit just to like be on the daring side, almost at the dying side. What would really suck here is if I got a tick and it just dropped on top of me and I couldn't avoid it at all. That would really, really suck. But this is the reason why I'm playing that machine, is for the soul hearts, obviously, as I just got one there. Yeah, if I got a tick, it would be run ruined, although I probably won't be able to beat the blue baby anyway, considering I only have what is that, 9 hearts left, and I've been taking a lot of damage this run. So 5 cents left. Just please don't spawn a tick. If you spawn a tick, that would be the end of this run, obviously. Strength card, always good. Chariot is probably better against these bosses that I'm going to be fighting anyway. So let's see if I can't find the Hermit. And I'm not sure if that teleports you to a random room or to the Isaac fight again. Okay, so that does teleport you to a random room, it looks like. Although it did... Oh no, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. My flies yanked that bomb after me. Please don't do that again. Or something yanked the bomb after me. I'm not sure if it was my flies or what, but I will go back because... Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say I will go back because I want that Chariot card, but I guess I'm not going back because that room is quite a bit farther away than it looked like at first. So the best way to kill Isaac is probably just gonna be standing right next to him. And I will get hit here, but I will be able to take him out really fast as well. So, yeah. I mean, I did take quite a bit of damage on that, but oh well. We move down to the next floor. I have 0 keys, so I can't open up any of these chests. I probably shouldn't have opened up those past 2 gold chests that I opened, but who knows? Maybe we'll get some key drops on this floor. Room with a couple husks in it. That's always good to see, because the husk has very, very low health. Take these out, please. And if you could drop me a key, that would be awesome. Or a cent. That works too, I guess. We just need to find the blue baby ASAP, and also, you know, get some health. You know, that would be great as well. How has he not hit me? Okay, he did hit me there. And, yeah, I got hit again. So, this is not looking very good. I'm starting to run pretty low on health. I don't know if I can do this. I can definitely heal up here. I want to be at the half heart interval, and you will drop me a soul heart on death. I thought he was going to drop me a soul heart on death. Well, I did get a soul heart. Alright, so I can get about 3 hits, and then I'll have 5 seconds of Polaroid invincibility. So I'm looking in a decent situation. Still don't have any keys to open up any of these chests, so I can't do that. What I really need right now is just a chariot card. If I had a chariot card, that could be like life-saving. It really could be, so... But we'll see. I'll probably have to run into one of these guys to kill him, just to get the poison damage off. I might have to do that again to this other guy to kill him, because it's going to be way too hard to like maneuver around and kill him with orbitals, although I can try. That's what I'm trying to do right now, is just... Oh! That was close. Way too close for comfort. Kill him with orbitals and don't get hit by his attacks. Yeah. I managed to do it somehow. Emperor card. Let's go for it. I don't know how well this is going to work, but Blue Baby versus Isaac with only a couple hits left. Yep, I have the Polaroid invincibility, but one more hit and I'm dead. I don't think I'm surviving this. Yeah, I just didn't have enough health. So, as you can see, even when you have absolutely insane damage, using no tears runs isn't the easiest thing in the world, but anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Just wanted to do something fun for my 50th run, and I'll be back to probably doing Maggie next run, and trying to beat Isaac with her. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and farewell.